Just having a look here at BFAM, just going to go along here. Okay, I've gone along there, 1,000 shares, 42.29. ASML here, just about to go short on this one. Filled there at 26.32 on there. A nice setup here, you can see great big gap up there from yesterday. Since then, it's only gone down. If it can't go up, it's only going to go sideways or down, so that's why we're taking the short on this one. Back here on BFAM, long from 42.29 on this one. Currently up around 42.76, 42.89. Massive, great big spread. I don't know if you can see that on the video. Spread keeps opening and closing. There we are. Just got back down to 5 cents. That spread. It's very volatile. This one moving around a lot. We're up here around the old number. I'm going to actually take 500 off here. If I can get filled, waiting there to get filled. This is volatile but on low volume, so there we go. Just got filled in there. 42.92 on the first 500. Giving us $315 on that. So we're up around the $43. I just wanted to take that off there because the $43 mark, you never know how it's going to react to an old number. So hopefully it's going to keep going on, and this old number will act as support, and that will take us on a bit further. But nice to get a little bit of cash in the bank early on that one, because on these volatile stocks like that, when they move around with a big spread like that, that big spread is a bit of a warning sign. Just wanted to show you one what got away here. OPTM, lovely move down here. Difficult to see with the scale on this chart, but we come down $14 down, $13.50 already. Fortunately, couldn't get a fill on this one. Did have a look at this one a little bit earlier before I started the video going, and stock was restricted, which sometimes happens, especially when stocks open up, big gap or various news or whatever. So would have liked to have got a bit of the action on that one, but unfortunately it was restricted, and it just weren't possible to short that one. So can't get them all, unfortunately. Anyway, that was just out of interest, that one, because it was on the list, and as I say, it did give a nice trade there, but wasn't to be, unfortunately. Okay, this is LUUX on the NICE. Slightly concerned here because we've got this moving average which is coming up here, and we're not very far away, 34.95 up there, so that could provide a little bit of support. But moving averages at 81, a little bit of room, little bit of wiggle room to get down there and get through the average. So looking for a possible short anyway. Looking for an entry, just watching the time and sales here. Alright, time and sales and some of the other indicators what are off the screen at the moment have just confirmed that entry there. So I've just got a fill in there at 34.90. Currently trading around 90 and 94, bit of a big spread in here on all. But there we go. So short on that one, 1,000 shares, 34.90. Alright, just look at the jump out of BFAM here, BFAM, selling the last lot there, out at 43.42 rather. That's turned around, started going back down quite quick there. So just to remind you on that one, we was in round about here, took half off round about here, so we got a little bit more out there up there. That was probably clear as mud anyway. That was $565 on the second half of that one, so not a bad start to the morning at what's that, $900 on that trade, so gives us a little bit of cash in the bank, takes a bit of pressure off for the rest of the trading session there. Back here on LUUX, this one ain't worked out, ain't going where I wanted it to go. Short here from 34.90, currently 34.94. I'm going to cover that position. Waiting to get a fill on there. Nicey stocks often take a bit longer to get filled on. There we go, got filled on there, 34.95 in the event. So what's that? We were short from 34.90. So 5 cent loss on that one, $50. I ain't too bothered about that. 5 cents pretty much the limit of what I'm prepared to take on a loss. Right, back here on ASML, this we're short from 26.32, you can see there, and we're bang slap on the LDMA there. So this is time to, as you probably guessed, jump out off here on this one. Shorts are going to cover there by buying off. There we go, 26.06 filled on that one, giving us $130 in the bank, and that way we can ease our stop off and let it try and get through that whole number. I expect it to play around there for a little bit longer. Alright, back on ASML. Just going to get out the last 500 here. Did get out half of them at 26.06. There we go. Oh, in fact, I've got to buy 500 back there. That's hit the wrong button there. That's what happens when you try and record a video and cover that position. There we go. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you concentrate on trying to record a video and trading at the same time. Ruins your concentration. So I ended up actually selling 500 there instead of buying 500. So that's messed it up a little bit, but that's alright. Taking a little bit of money on there anyway. $255 for the whole of that trade. So as I was just trying to explain there, we were short from somewhere up here. Had taken off round here when it was going through the EMA there, and wanted to see if it got down a bit further. It did go down a bit further, and I'd loosen my stop off a bit to let that go even further down, as we did have this nice big gap. But that hasn't happened. As we can see, that started to go back up again. So take the rest of that off there. Not too bad anyway. As I say, that was 130 on the first half, 125 on the second half, and it would actually have been a little bit better if I hadn't just messed up there. Alright, so a little summary for you. BFAM took 315 on the first half, 565 on the second half. It was about a 10-minute trade, and that was in total, and that was the bulk of the profit for today, really. LUUX, that one didn't work out, did it? Minus 50 on that, and then on to ASML, 130 on the first half, 125 on the second half. Obviously, that would have been a little bit better on the second half if I hadn't screwed up the exit, because lost my concentration there trying to manage the video and trading at the same time. So it just goes to show concentration is so important. So not to be underestimated. So all in all, bit of a disappointing day, I have to say. That's $1,085 profit on the day in total, which is better than a kick in the teeth. But honestly, it could have been better. You know, there was that OPTM trade was particularly annoying. Couldn't get short on that because it was restricted. But had that not been the case, it was an easy $400-500 for the taking on there as well. So funny old day, but there you go. Works out like that sometimes, doesn't it? As long as you get some money in the bank at the end of each day, that's what matters. Keep it consistent. Keep getting small profits each day are better than big swings up and down. So anyway, hope that's been useful to you. May or may not be a video next week. We're off on vacation again, so we'll have to see how that pans out for trading next week or not. Alright, see you in another video soon enough.